Mississippi and New Orleans. Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. Your team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world it's Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is. Now get it. Big Snoop Dogg. It's in the game.
Okay, Coach, we are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at New Era Field in Orchard Park. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Wait, set, wait, 20! Mike, 49. I'm on.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 23-yard line.
Wait, set, 29. Alpha. What's the run? 32. Hey, Haywood! Watch 49! Hey, watch the ball, Ball's 50! Mike, watch 49! How you getting the headache? 49, guys.
72! Brady now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, wahoo! Check back. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to rifle run deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Allen forced out to his left. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Watch 19! 5 wide. Mike 36. Mike, exit. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen, this is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Walsh adds the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, 66. Go. Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. Here we go. Mike 54. Mike 53.
Brady. Dorsett making the catch. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 44-yard line.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Yeah. Another great completion.
And you know, one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal 2nd. That would have been fun to watch.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, alert 3.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
380. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Switch. Watch the safety creep. Shadow.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
49 to Mike. 49. Hey, Mike 7. Mike 49. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Go Bandit. 49 to Mike. Watch 49. Bandit. 49, guys. Mike. Regular.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
36. Hey, Alabama.
On second down, this is Harris. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Heavy on the edges. 72. Hey, Orville. 54. I'm coming after you. Hey, go 66.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now to win the game.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen being chased out left. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
First carry for Dion Lewis, who won a Super Bowl with the Patriots. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. It's caught. Jones. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. A first down carry now for Yeldon. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A 2nd down run with Lewis. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. 31 yards there and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
It's 2nd and goal. Back to the 8-yard line now.
Watch the pass. Let's go. Bravo. Mike 40, Mike 40. I got you. I got you.
And now they'll throw with Allen. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And the pressure gets to him again.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with the tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
Wait, set. Wait, 20. Mike, 49. Check it. Hey. 49. Hey, shoot. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Mike's 49. Ozzy. Ozzy. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Buzz.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady is going to flip one out here to his running back. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down, and he finds Daniels. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 38-yard line. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
New England on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Brady. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try
and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd down, it's Lewis. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Throwing now is Allen. Jones has it. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Bills will add on to their lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
49 the mic. Let's go, dude. Hey, Foxtrot. 49. Alpha. Off the street. 50.
Now Brady. And Daniels has it, left side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To the air, Allen. Escaping and a big loss here as he's taken down. Derek Rivers in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45.
Wait, that. Wait, here we go. Four down. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. Room here to run. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are back within a single score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Let's go.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Stephon Anthony gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Allen now looks to throw. And this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
They'll try to run for it. Lewis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now Allen steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. To try again after the sack. Allen. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Lewis here on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Trying to get it to Landry there. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going, because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Second and 9 at the 13-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Come on, you got me, sugar. Hey, exit. We got double up. Rip.
Now Brady. Got a man open. That's Harry. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Hey, Alabama. Hey, echo. 49, guys. Mike, 49. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to check it.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. To Michelle on the dump off. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Wait, that.
Brady now, 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
Check it back.
Brady gives to Michelle, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get upfield and spill some plays.
So disruptive. What makes him so disruptive?
I think it's strength. If you see his upper body, I mean, he's got some strength up there and some really good hands, but he's got some surprising quickness as well to get him upfield.
49 to Mike. 48, 66.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady, and they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Brady. That's complete to White. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Back now in Buffalo. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now Landry. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Hey, here we go. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
On 2nd and 9, Allen flush to his right, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Derek Rivers in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Mike's 40. Mike's 40. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Middle.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's airing it out for Williams. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 39-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You.
Bravo.
49 to Mike. Mark 49. Pick me up. Here we go. 49.
Alert.
Mike, 49. Let's go, defense. Out.
Alert.
Here's Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll stay with Lewis here on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Hey, Delta.
58, boys, 58. 58, Mike.
On second down, here's Yeldon trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy?
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Derek Rivers racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. So this defense gets an assist from the goalpost, and as a result, it's going to keep them within 1 score.
Yeah, and that looked to be good the whole way. But that is a big break here in the 4th quarter of a football game. Now your offense needs to find a way to capitalize.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the gun, they run with Michelle. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Again, it's Michelle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
53!
54.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ed Oliver in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
54, 72.
He's back to throw. It's complete. James White. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. And able to find Dorsett. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They come up in an offset eye. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
Well, Brendan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they will run it with Michel. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Hey, check it. Smooth. 49's the mic.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Go Bandit! Hey, Alpha!
Here we go. Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
You ain't got nothing!
72. 49's the mic. Watch 49. Watch the run.
Hey, Charlie!
That's out, baby. That's baby shot. 49, guys. Mike, 49. I'm scared.
The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Hey, Foxtrot!
49.
Brady going to go on 4th down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 30. 10, 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell